Hirayama's gaze is a very powerful tool in the film. The way he sees things in the film does cut a lot to what Hirayama sees. It's one of the great secrets of filmmaking that if you have a close-up of somebody and he sees the top of his tree, his Tomodachi tree, and you cut to what he sees, it's a very powerful thing, that moment in films where you cut to what somebody sees, because that makes you, as an audience, believe it or not, and against your will, makes you see it like that person. The simple reverse angle, as it's called technically in movies, of a close-up and then to the reverse angle, the point of view, that act makes the audience enter the eyes of your character. And if they want it or not, they become Hirayama because they see through his eyes. And that is a very powerful thing in movies, that you can do that and that you can slowly get people to see differently. I think it's one of the great miracles of some of the great masters of cinema, that they were able to do this constantly, and that they constantly changed the way people see. Like Ozu Yasuji. He constantly made people see the world differently, with a different kind of attention, through editing and through the way he shot people and through the interaction between people and what they see. And making the audience accept that rhythm and get into it and and change their eyes, their way of seeing, and start to see like them. In this case, like Ozu, for instance. And movies can do that. Movies can enter into your propensity of seeing. And great movies change the way you see. Just like, obviously, great painters change the way you see. And great poets change the way you look at words. So, how do we get there? With this, I started thinking about elephants and story. The secret is that they never become elephants, that they become very, very natural things in the flow of seeing. And if you don't succeed in doing that, then you make a film that is driven by its story and not by the gaze of its people. And if a film is driven by a story, then you have a herd of elephants coming through. And we managed, Takuma and I, to have some elephants appear and nobody notices. That was a good thing.